All over the chicken. Tonight, Colby and I are about, it's kind of all work things. I know, it's been 6 years. I with Under Armour recently. No, you're working.
Good morning, guys. I'm just using my phone as a mic so that I can be a little bit farther away and still you guys can hear me because I have my windows open and the breeze is coming in and the sun is shining and I just want to take it all in. I mean, I'm sure you can still hear the train and stuff in the background, but hello, hi, welcome back to my video and to my channel. Thank you guys so much for being here. Today, I'm just going to do a little work from home routine, day in my life, while also peppering in some habits that I like to form or like tips I like to use to kind of make the most out of working from home, building healthy habits. I find, like myself included, but like a lot of people that I know, I find it's just easy to get into kind of a slump when you're working from home, especially if you work like entirely remote. You don't really get to see coworkers or like have a lot of reasons to leave the house sometimes. I find that can be tough, especially for me coming from just moving back from London, moving to a new city. When I was in London, I was working in an office 2 to 3 times a week. So I got to see people, go into the office, kind of have like a reason to get up and go. Whereas here, I'm entirely remote. I don't have a whole lot of coworkers and I don't have anyone that I work with like in this city. So I have to do other things to get out of the house, meet new people, try to make friends, all of that. So I kind of wanted to like talk about that in this video while we just go along with my day. So yeah, as you guys have already seen, I woke up, had my coffee, breakfast, made my bed, kind of went along with my morning routine as I do, but every day looks a little bit different. And for me, I think that's really important. Sometimes I'll work out in the morning, sometimes I'll work out at lunchtime, and like today I have a workout in the evening because I'm going to my run club, which is another thing I'll talk about later. But the first tip for working from home, being someone who's like working remotely, is to form a morning routine for yourself. Like I said, every morning for me looks a little bit different, and I think that's really important, but I still have those little things that I do, whether I'm waking up at 6, 7, you know, I have to wake up earlier, a little bit later. But today, because I'm not going to a workout before I start work, I woke up a little bit later, woke up at 7, which I know isn't late, but like a little bit later for me, because if I'm working out in the morning, I have to wake up earlier, like 6-ish. So today, woke up at 7, had a little bit of a slower morning, made my coffee, filled my water bottle, took my vitamins, had a nice, healthy, hearty breakfast, watched a little bit of YouTube, and then decided I felt like reading instead before logging on to work. And now we've just logged on, opened my computer, my email, all of that. And I know that they talk like all of the tips online. If you look up like tips on maximizing working from home or being efficient or kind of just like making the most out of it, it always says to have a dedicated workspace. But I live in a really small apartment. I live in a 1-bedroom that's just like not very big. It's great, but I like to move around. I work from my island. I work from my couch. I work from my standing desk. I like to go to coffee shops to get out of the house sometimes. So it's always different, but I really like to switch things up because I find I can't sit still in the same spot for 8 hours a day. Like I really struggled with that when I was working from an office. My brain just like doesn't work like that. So you just kind of have to find things that work for you. But like I said, my first tip and like something I find just so important is really building routines for yourself, especially a morning routine, and sticking to those things. And you know, like you're never going to feel great if you wake up 5 minutes before you have to log on, you roll out of bed and you open your laptop or you open it from bed. Like it's just never going to make you feel good. There's some days like that, you know, if you're not feeling great, you start your morning from bed, whatever. But like to be consistently doing that, you're just going to feel like there's no separation between your home life and your work life. And that can get really messy and sticky. So yeah, building a morning routine that works for you and that's kind of a little bit adaptable, a little bit changeable, I think is my number one tip for working from home and kind of making the most of it and not feeling stuck. But yeah, we're just going to get stuck into, speaking of stuck, I'm going to get into work now. And I like to time block my day. I just saw a TikTok recently that was like, time blocking isn't anything new. You're just like scheduling your day and doing things during a certain time. I was like, honestly, so true. But I am time blocking my day, doing a couple things, getting my hardest tasks out of the way this morning. I have a couple of things that are like due this morning, so got to get those done. And I might turn on a little bit of music. The sun is shining in, like I said, and it doesn't usually pour in at this time of day, so I'm really just reveling in that. I might even work from my balcony for a little bit this morning, and just kind of enjoy this morning. Drink my water, might make a second coffee. I know, but I don't think I'm going to go to a coffee shop today. I mean, don't quote me on that. We might. And if I do, I'll bring you with me. But I do think I might make a second coffee or a little matcha or something. I kind of feel like an iced drink now. It's been a couple hours. So now we're going to, log on and just get into the workday. Start the workday from my couch. Okay? That's what we're doing. I'll move to my standing desk when I feel like it. But for now, it's the couch. Okay guys, back again. We're at our lunch break now, and another like pretty non-negotiable for me and important tip or healthy habit to build for me especially is getting some fresh air during the day and taking your breaks. I know it's so easy to like not actually take your work breaks, especially when you're working from home, because things kind of all just mash into like one long work day, but you get a lunch break, you need some breaks. Like sitting and staring at a computer for 8 hours straight is not normal. No human should do that. Obviously, there are some days and there are some exceptions that, there's something crazy going on, you have to meet a deadline, whatever. But for the most part, you need to take your breaks, whether it's a 15-minute walk, an hour-long lunch break, a 30-minute break, whatever. I just love to get fresh air. I love to get outside. And a lot of the time I like to start my day with that by like walking to the gym or going outside, going for a run or whatever. But as I mentioned, I'm doing my workout later this evening for a run club. So this afternoon we're going for a little lunchtime walk, which I love to do. And any day that's nice enough to do it, I will be outside, winter, any season. I just love being outside. So whenever I can, I will be. And I'm taking my break. I need a break from my screen. I need a break to like listen to some music or call a friend or just like be alone with my own thoughts and just like have a moment that is not thinking about work. And it's just thinking about moving my body. And I actually have to run some errands. Like I need to do a quick return and pick up some toilet paper. So we're going to do that on my lunch break too and kind of make a mission out of it, but also include just like a little 20-30 minute walk. And then we'll come home, make some lunch, which is nice because I have it all meal prepped. So I just need to throw it together and get back into work. And then that way you just kind of have like a break in your day as well. I just find it makes such a big difference. And it's so, sorry, I talk so much with my hands, but it honestly makes such a big difference. And it like improves my mood, helps me sleep. The more I move, the more I just like, you get tired at the end of the day. It's just a nice thing. And to take your breaks, even if that, if it's raining outside and you can't go outside for a walk or whatever, like maybe you have a gym that has a treadmill, go downstairs for a 20-minute walk, or maybe just like move yourself from where you've been working, whether that's your bed, your couch, your desk, and like sit at your kitchen table, your island, and like eat your lunch intentionally without working or doing anything, without any distractions, just kind of like giving yourself a moment in the day. Everyone deserves it. Everyone's owed it. Like you are owed breaks legally. So take them because you deserve them and you need to have them in order to actually be productive and efficient in your work day, whether you're working from home or in an office. Like when I was in an office in London, I would always go out for lunch, like sit on a bench, sit at a park, go for a walk with a coworker, like always get myself out of the office so that I could like, again, take a mental break. So yeah, that's the second tip of the day. One of a few, but we're going to go do just that now. We're going to go for a little walk, do our little errands, and get a little bit of sunshine, a little bit of fresh air before getting back into work for the afternoon and just break up the day. So let's get to it. I just did my bathing suit return and now I'm walking back to my place, but I also need to stop and get some toilet paper, so I'm just kind of taking the long way around because it's literally so beautiful. Like the sun is shining, but there's a breeze. I would say it's the perfect texture for running, if you know what I mean. But it's actually just like such a nice day. I'm excited to go for a run later this afternoon, but for now we're just enjoying our lunchtime walk, and then I'm starving now, so I need to go make some lunch once I get home, and then we'll get back into work. Hello, back from the walk, and now on to lunchtime. I'm having a little appetizer, pre-lunch, of that spicy dill pickle dip and some crackers. Yeah, so we're gonna whip my salad together, which is already all prepped. And that brings me to, I think, tip number 3, which is, and this works, it's different for everyone, but I think it's really important, no matter where you're working, whether you're working from home, you're working in an office, you have to prep to go to the office, whatever, to still fuel yourself properly while you're at work. Because I think a lot of the time, especially working from home, people have the tendency either to undereat or to overeat. Just because you're like snacking, you're not making yourself proper meals. So I just think it's really important to fuel yourself while you're at work, whether you're working from home or working in an office, anything like that. I think, especially when you're working from home, you just have the ability to take a couple steps and go to the fridge, the pantry, whatever. And like, obviously you have to listen to your body, but I definitely have the tendency to like snack a lot more if I don't have things prepped. So my big tip, even if you aren't going into the office, is to do a little bit of meal prep, whatever that looks like for you. So for me, I love to make like stuff that's really easy to whip together for lunch, and then I like to do a little bit more batch prepping for things for dinner because I have more time in the evening to actually chop and cook and make things more fresh. But especially for lunch, like I just prepped the salad. I prepped it a couple days ago. It's been marinating in all of the juices and all of the flavors. This is my last day of it and it's still delicious. I'm gonna heat up some tofu and then just throw it all together in a bowl, and it's done in 5 minutes. And that just makes it so much easier for me because then I don't have to take any time away from my lunchtime walks and getting outside, because I don't have to spend 30 minutes cooking something up for lunch or going out and getting something and spending money that I don't need to spend. But tofu in soy sauce, for me, nothing beats it. I just love it so much. Very hungry, so I'm just gonna throw this together. But look at these noodles that I put in here. I've never had like a pasta shape like this before, but they're so good. They're so good. Also, while my tofu is in the microwave, I went to a movie with my friend last night, which was so nice. We went to the Bad Boys movie, which was like, you know, not a cinematic masterpiece by any means, but it's a Bad Boys movie. It's a good time. And I saw a mouse running on the floor of the theater. So the whole rest of the time my feet were like clenched, like so scared it was gonna run over my toes. I mean, I know, you know, you're in a city, there's mice, there's rats, whatever, but ooh, just seeing it like really creeped me out. Did not love that. So that was the drama of the night last night. We've got our tofu, we've got our salad, we've got a big bowl to put everything in. I'm also gonna throw a little bit of cottage cheese on here for some extra flavor, a little bit extra protein, just make it fun. I love tofu. Oh god, I really do. Just putting a little bit of the cottage cheese on the top here, a little extra. Delish. Now we just have a nice healthy salad that took me literally 3 minutes to put together, not even. It took me longer because I was just chatting to you guys. But I'm gonna go eat this now and log back into work, get back to it, and I'll chat with you guys in a bit. Hi, how are you? Yeah, sure, sounds good. Yeah, I feel that. Okay guys, we are almost at the end of the work day, so I have to wrap things up here and then change and get ready to go to my run club. I'm talking a lot with my hands today. But another thing that I really like to do, especially when I'm working from home, is kind of tidy as I go and clean up throughout the day and just keep things as tidy as I can, so that, because I find if my space isn't clean, then I can't focus and I can't think about anything else, and I just need to get it done so that I can have like a clear mind. I mean, it is true what they say, clear space, clear mind. So, you know, the experts aren't wrong with that one. I find I just like earlier today I had to turn the dishwasher on, so I turned that on and then took a little break just to like clear the dishwasher, fill it back up with stuff that I had from breakfast and lunch, and throw a load of laundry in just so that I can kind of like have things going and not have stuff like piled up and kind of just like clogging my mind and annoying me, and like I can just see it in the corner of my eye and then I think about it and I'm like, oh my god, I have to do that. And then like, you know, throughout the day you just start piling things up and then it just gets overwhelming at the end of the day. I like to do it throughout the day, and then at the end of the evening I really like to clean up before I go to bed so that I wake up with a clean space and I can have my little morning routine and work and then start work and not have to think about cleaning. So those are things I like to do. I mean, it doesn't always happen. Sometimes I have to run out, like I do have to leave pretty soon here, so I'm not gonna have a lot of time to clean anything up, but I don't have to really because I've been doing it all afternoon just as I go. But you know, life happens and sometimes you're running around and you're really busy, you don't have time to do it, and you have to run out and you're doing something in the evening, you can't clean up, whatever. But just as like a rule of thumb, for the most part, I really like to like clean as I go and keep things tidy throughout the day and at the end of the day, just so that I can like wake up with a clear space, clear mind, and work throughout the day with just like a clean, nice space to work in and not to like clutter my mind. So yeah, that's another tip that I have for working from home, is just like keep your place tidy, because you don't notice it until it starts piling up, and then it like it's just in the back of your mind sometimes. Like it's not like at the forefront, it's not like constant sometimes, but it just really makes a big difference when you have like a clean space and your bed is made and your dishes are away and you're not like seeing that stuff and there's not a big pile of laundry that you have to do. It just feels really good, you know? Just, and all of these things are very like obvious, quote unquote, or like simple things, but they all just make really small differences. I think like just marginal differences, marginal changes, and little things you can do throughout the day really all add up to having like a huge impact on how you feel, how you work, how productive you are, how much you're able to relax at the end of the day. Like all of those like little things that you do for yourself and for your mental health and creating or building new healthy habits, they all really add up, even if they feel really small. So another one, I just like to have a clean, nice, tidy space, and it doesn't always happen, but today I was able to. I had breaks in between meetings and work, and you know, I was able to go out for a lunchtime walk and get some space and like clear my mind and get some fresh air, and also I was able to pick up after myself while I was working, and it just feels good because now I can run off to run club, come back, get a shower, throw my dinner on, and have a nice tidy place to unwind at the end of the evening and not have to worry about doing a big cleanup at the end of the day. So that's always a really nice feeling. Okay, there's a lot going on in and outside of my apartment right now. They've been mowing all day and it's actually gonna drive me insane. Like I'm so excited to leave for a little bit because it is making me go insane. Like, you know, some forms of torture where they just like play sounds or whatever, that would, you know, you'd get any information you wanted out of me from that. It's just like, oh, like shut up. How can you have this much to mow? Anyway, we're tying my sneakers because we are about to head off to run club, and that is one of my other tips for working from home, moving to a new city, just working in general, building healthy habits. Is obviously exercise is a big part of that, but for me, it's also really nice to have a reason to get out of the house in the evening, kind of have a time where I shut my laptop and I'm like, hey, I'm done work for the rest of the night. And a good way to like get out and socialize, since I don't have a lot of meetings, I don't really have any like co-workers, it's really nice to have a place to go. And it doesn't have to be a run club necessarily. Like I used to be in a walking group in London when I was there, just with these girls. Like it was really fun every week and I'd meet new people. It could be like any hobby, like you could sign up for a pottery class or improv or something, like just a class or a hobby or like something that you're committed to, whether it's once a week or bi-weekly, every month, just something that gets you out of the house, gives you a reason to kind of shut off for the day, and also, especially as someone who is new to a city, also gives you a way to meet new people and socialize and kind of fill that cup up, because a lot of the time I'm in my apartment. I'm hanging out with me, myself, and I all day long, all night long. And I try to make social plans with friends that I do have already. But like, especially when I moved to London for the first time, I literally didn't know anyone. So it's not like I could be like, oh, I'll hang out with so-and-so on this night. I literally didn't know a soul. So to start joining clubs or hobbies or like a workout class, like signing up for something at the end of your workday where it really like forces you to close your laptop, shut off, and kind of be done for the day and set that boundary. And then also get out of your house, move your body, or talk to new people, talk to people in general. Like that can really help, especially when you're working from home. So I really love that, and I really look forward to my run clubs in the evening. And I do want to join some more stuff, and also you could even like volunteer and have somewhere to go in the evenings or one night a week, whatever. And I'm really hoping to do that soon too. I would like to volunteer. So if you guys have any like volunteer opportunities that you know of down below that are in the Toronto area, I would love to know, so please comment them down below. But yeah, so I'm gonna head off to my run club now. It's sunny now, so we're happy about that. Run down by the water with my friends and just chat and gab for 5 kilometers. We're gonna stretch, we run, and then we just hang out for a little bit afterward. And then I come home and I always feel so energized after that. And then I'm gonna grab a shower, make some dinner, and chill for the rest of the evening. I think that's like a really big tip for me, and something that has like actually changed the game for me, is signing up for things, like going to clubs, putting yourself out there, making plans after work, especially when you work from home full time. It just really helps you get out of the house and kind of force yourself to shut your laptop, because I have stuff still going on. I have emails I'm still getting. Like I could be working all night if I wanted to. It's hard to like actually force yourself to shut off when you don't have anything or anywhere to go. And you're like, well, I could just sit on my couch for the rest of the evening and work. But sometimes for your mental health and other reasons, you just need to shut off. So that's what I'm doing right now. And you know, shoes are tied, sneakers are on, Sunny's gonna grab my little running belt and my keys, my phone, and then we're gonna head out the door. We're back from the run club, and I feel a million times better than before I went. I was feeling so anxious. I just felt like I got like so many end of the workday emails and so many things like getting pushed to me at the end of the day, and I was like, oh my god, like I can't get all this done, and I didn't know what I could push to tomorrow, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't go to the run club, but it always makes me feel so much better. And obviously I went, and obviously it made me feel better. It always does. So glad I prioritized that, so glad I went and did that. And now we're gonna make some dinner, which pretty much just heating some stuff up, which again goes to one of my earlier tips of just kind of like prepping things for myself in advance. I have some miso sweet potatoes, some miso mashed sweet potatoes, which so fucking good, and then some roasted vegetables, and I have some salmon that I've been kind of like thawing out in the fridge, but it's still a little bit frozen, so I'm actually gonna pop it in the air fryer while I get in the shower, because it won't take very long. And then we'll have that all ready, and I'll just assemble it all. I have some little homemade pineapple salsa, or not salsa, coleslaw. So I'm just gonna put it all together into a bowl, as I always do. Anything that goes into a bowl, I'm happy about. That's my dinner. So salmon, veggies, sweet potatoes. Sounds gorgeous. And then I still have that cream soda Olipop that I really wanna try. And it's weird because I'm like not really a cream soda girl, so I don't know why I picked that one up, but I'm kind of intrigued. So we'll see how that is. We'll do a little taste test together. But yeah, just goes back to like, now, you know, I came back to my run club. It's almost 8 p.m. now, and I'm just like hungry, ready to eat. Don't feel like making a big old meal. And I feel like it would be so easy to like order something or make something really quick or pop something in the microwave, but I have everything prepped for myself, which is so gorgeous. So I can just throw it all together. It won't take long at all, and it's all ready for me and fresh and pretty healthy. So we love that for me. But I need a shower, I need to get out of this and get into my cozies, because that is something very important, being in my cozy clothes. I am not someone who like eats for sustenance and to stay alive. I eat out of pure enjoyment and love for food, and obviously to stay alive as well. But I just love food, and I love the experience of like eating. I love sharing meals with people. I love like cooking new things and trying new foods. And I just love food, and whenever I meet someone who doesn't relate to that, it's so wild to me. Like I cannot comprehend like just eating because you have to stay alive. Like, I just love food, I love flavors, and I just love everything about it. So one thing about me is I'm never gonna be like eating, I mean, there's exceptions. Sometimes you gotta just like get some food into you because you don't have enough time in the day, but whenever I have the time, and this is just like a life tip, not a work from home tip, but whenever I have the time, I like to romanticize the shit out of my little pockets of joy in life. And one of those pockets of joy is food and just like mealtime. Like, I love to like be clean. Like, I would never come home, even when I'm drunk or like out on a night out and I come back and I want a little midnight snack. I'm gonna be washing my face first, and I'm gonna be getting into my sweats first before I can really enjoy it. Doesn't it just taste better when you're like clean and cozy and comfy and you're on your couch or at your table or you're at your island, you have a little show prepped? Like, I just love the experience. I do the same thing with my coffee. Like, I don't like to just drink or eat things out of pure necessity. I need to like set the vibe, set the environment, and romanticize my life, because anything can happen. So you got to enjoy the little things. That's my major tip. If you don't take anything away from this video except for one thing, take that away. Romanticize your life, enjoy the little things, make the most out of like little moments in your day, in your weeks, in your months, because you just never know what's gonna happen. And you might as well enjoy the little things, all right? So on that note, we're gonna go shower and get into our comfy clothes before we eat our dinner. Whoopsie. Okay, I know these flavors might be literally so disgusting to some people, like mustard and sauerkraut and just like coleslaw, like homemade pineapple coleslaw, but to me, this is perfect. She is very gorgeous to me. Like, just so many yummy vegetables and flavors all together. And salmon, and this is all so fresh, and it literally took me 5 minutes. Well, I guess because I had to put the salmon in the air fryer, 15 minutes, but I just did that while I was getting ready, like getting changed. And it was so quick and fresh. So good. I'm gonna go enjoy this, watch a little show, drink my little drink. Tried it, the cream soda olipop, and it's actually so good. I'm like shocked how good it is. Like, I wonder what's in this. I don't have to wonder, I can just look it up. And I will. So delicious. So yeah, I'm gonna go romanticize my little evening for the rest of it and just enjoy and chill and relax. And then I think I'll make a little sleepy girl mocktail tonight. If not a sleepy time tea, but I think it's a little too warm for tea tonight. So I'll make that with you guys before I sign off, but I'm gonna go enjoy my dinner with a little rookie blue, and I'll chat with you later. Look like I have like a weird spotlight on, but I have my little ring light. Well, it's not really little and it's very bright, and essentially is a spotlight. Okay. Anyway, it is sleepy girl mocktail time because I don't feel like having a tea because I'm a little too warm for that. But I want a little drink to top off the night, and I have been not sleeping super well, so we're gonna try this. And I've only had it a couple of times now. Can't say for sure if it's really doing anything, but we'll try. I still have my glass with ice that I just had my olipop in it, like when I was having dinner a few hours ago. So I'm just gonna use this, top it off with some water, some tart cherry juice, and then I just do 5 grams of this. So I use my scale, but I think it's like approximately a teaspoon, but we'll just measure it out. I have a teaspoon here anyway, we'll see. But I'm just gonna throw this in my cup. Yeah, that was a teaspoon. It's magnesium glycinate. I don't know what the brand is. I think I might have pulled it off by accident. but it's orange flavored and the flavor is really strong. It only has a couple of ingredients, but one of them is stevia, and I find the stevia flavor very overpowering, but that's all right. And then I'm just using some sparkling water and a little bit of, this is pure tart cherry juice, which I originally thought like maybe you can go without this, but I think that this is what actually helps you produce melatonin, and then the magnesium is something else entirely for like sleeping. So didn't know. I also thought it would be, never tried it on its own. I thought it would be a lot of a, like stronger of a flavor, but I think that the flavor of this magnesium powder overpowers it. Honestly, if you can get an unflavored one, I highly suggest. That was just like the one that was at my grocery store, and I thought it would be fine, but it's not very, I just don't like the orange. I think it's the stevia is what I don't like. Gonna throw a couple more cubes in there because most of mine melted. And there you have it. Sleepy Girl mocktail. I didn't measure out the tart cherry juice, but I usually just do like a pour, you know? I'd say maybe half of a cup. Just mixing her around now so that I don't get a big straw full of powder. Yeah. Honestly, I'm kind of getting used to the taste now that I've had it a couple of times. But that's the last thing I'm gonna do tonight. I'm gonna drink this, watch a little bit more TV, and go to sleep. And I'm so excited because I'm starting to get very tired, and this is just gonna increase that exhaustion. I actually started watching that new Apple TV Jake Gyllenhaal show that just came out. It's called Presumed Innocent. And I was kind of liking it, but I was kind of just like not in the mood to watch something like that. So I went back to my old faithfuls, but it seems like it could be a good show. So I do want to give it a shot. I've also heard that Eric, that new show on Netflix about the missing boy, is apparently really good as well. So I might give that a go when I'm in the mood to watch something that I haven't already seen before. Lately, because I've been feeling a little extra anxious, I've been very much in the mood to just watch comfort shows. But let me know down below if you guys have seen Eric, because I'm intrigued. My sister said she watched it and she really liked it, and we usually have like similar taste in shows like that, and then very different taste in other shows. Like she loves Bravo and like reality TV, and I am not so much a Bravo girl. But anyway, that is the end of my video and the end of my night. I'm just gonna finish this drink, chill for a little bit, and then knock my ass out, go to sleep. I'm very excited to go to sleep because I'm feeling tired now. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you got something from it, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, I do videos like this. I do lots of other videos just like chilling, bringing you along for my life. I'm living in an apartment by myself, so I'm still kind of furnishing that and getting it to like what I want it to be and where I want it to be. So stick along for the journey. We have lots coming in the summer and into the fall. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did and you haven't subscribed yet, then I hope you think about doing that. It really, really helps my channel. If you subscribe and you like and you hit the notification bell and you comment, like you engage with me, that really, really helps YouTube recognize my channel and push it out to other people so that we can grow this little community, because it's been so much fun being here with you guys for the last year. It's officially been a full year since I've been doing YouTube, which is crazy. But I will see you guys next week in the next video, and for now, I love you. I hope you have a great day, night, week, weekend, whatever time it is, whatever day it is for you, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!